First of all, sorry guys, it's been taking me a while to get back to working on these extensions for the fabricated scissor lift. A few things happened since I made the last video. I was really struggling trying to efficiently make the 3/4 10 thread on the lathe, and I also have a Harbor Freight tap and die set, and to be honest, that wasn't much easier. I managed to do one thread and got it all wonky. So what I thought I'd do is change and put a 3/4 thread, but do the 16 thread, the 16 TPI, which is much easier to tap and thread. So what we'll also do here is weld around the head here, and the same on the other side, just for that extra bit of security. So we finally got the forearms fabricated. I'm going to fit them, I'm going to put the car on, I'm going to do some measurements, and hopefully nothing falls apart. I'll leave the video running so you can capture my death if that's the outcome. Just going to sort of raise this up a little bit so I can get the existing arms off. These guys on. And if you notice, I haven't put the end stops on yet. Once you get everything squared away and make sure this is good, then I'll add some bolts in here to stop these sliding off if the car ever decides to shift. So there we have it, all arms installed. So in terms of span, I think we've had a reasonable increase. I'm going to leave these about an inch from the end, whereas where I'm going to put the stops in. I'm going to measure from the center point of the rubber supports. And then what we'll do is we'll get the car on and see how much practical difference it has made. And we're now up to 61 inches. I want to say we were back in the low 50s with the other arms, but I'd have to refer to my previous video to confirm. So a front to back comparison, about 86 inches with a reasonable span. Of course, we can try and push this back a little further, get up to 90 inches, but obviously now you lose the span. So still took a little bit of fiddling, but we managed to get everything positioned, and time to go up. Listen for any scary noises. Okay, we'll stop it there and we'll take a look around. So this is the front right. We're on the pinch weld. We didn't hit anything else. Don't see too much deflection in that member. Towards the end here, probably where the end stop would be if I'd put one in at this point. So here are the two rear members. See a little bit of deflection. Again, we're on the pinch welds. Come over to the other side. It's not similar. We're on the right hand side there, we're right at the end, and on the left hand side we have maybe 1.5 inches. So here's the front left, again quite near the end of the member, starting to pinch weld. Everything looks okay. Let's go as high as we dare take it without hitting the ceiling. So I changed the tyres out, the winters for the summers, and the car stayed on there. And everything looks pretty secure. I'm going to do the famous wobble test and get rid of the lath. Well, everything stays in place. I wouldn't necessarily like to get under there with a wrench and start swinging too hard, but you know, it ain't really going anywhere. So there we have it. We have the 4 arms on. They seem to do the job. What I want to show you before we wrap the video up is just one of those other things that I thought it'd be clever, change the design, or not complete the design and think I could get away with it. And what it really comes down to is this corner here on the original is chamfered off. I didn't do it on here yet. I think I always wanted to, but I was in a rush to get these finished. The problem that causes is this arm will not swing out when this is all the way down. So when I put the car on, I literally had to bring the car over, raise this up 1 inch, swing it out, and then get it in the right position. A lot of messing around unnecessarily when I could have just taken the corners off these. So I will take these off and I will correct them. But just be aware, you don't want to cause any damage to these hydraulic rams. So at this point, I'm supposed to say, if you like the video, click the thumbs up at the bottom, leave a comment, or ask a question, and don't forget to subscribe. You may get something a little more interesting next time. Speaking of which, goat birthing videos right here, if that's what you're into. See you next time.